Hello everyone, I am back, and this time with something a little different. I'm going to practice putting behind me, and I'm going to essentially throw 100 putts into the basket, and then after the fact I'm going to calculate my hit and miss percentages and try to determine what is my average in terms of consistency. Now the distance I will be using will be approximately 20 feet from where I'm putting. I have a mini down there, 20 feet from the pole of this basket. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm testing my level of putting at this range to see where I fit within the PDGA guidelines regarding like novice, recreational, intermediate, etc. So that's basically all I want to say here. Let's go ahead and start putting. I feel influenced by that. Missed 4. Missed 3. too. I missed 3. My arm's getting a little tired. That's 2 missed. Need to go slower. I'm tired. Only missed 1. missed one. That's what I get for trying to do this under a deadline. 5 missed. Whew. All right, that is going to do it for this challenge. I basically just wanted to see how I would do in this event here. I'm going to have a clip just after this where I kind of explain and go through some of the math and give some additional opinions. That's going to do it for this part of the video. So as you can tell, I did a practice session in a single take at 25 feet, and I wanted to see how many times I can make it out of 100 attempts. I feel this is better than doing just 10 or 20 putts and then coming up with a percentage from that. This is a decent sample size, and I think between 7 and 8 out of 10 putts at that distance is pretty representative of my ability at that level. So there are some flaws in this test. I'm firing repeatedly from the same spot 100 times. I'm almost never putting from the same distance, you know, in the real world, especially the exact same location, you know, twice in a row or more. I was in the comfort of my own home or right outside of it, and I treated this like a practice session, and I didn't really keep track while I was putting either. I didn't have to wait a long time, you know, to putt multiple times. I basically just went up there, had 10 putters, and fired 10 at a time. There are no delays that you might find in a course, you know, in a round that you're playing. For example, you know, on the course, it might be several minutes between putts, you know, unless you 2 or 3 putt. Also, I can't account for wind conditions or obstacles that might be in my way on another course. And lastly, I usually putt most days of the week between 10 and 15 feet, and sometimes I branch out more towards 20, but I rarely practice beyond that. So my accuracy beyond 20 feet would be lower than you might think if I were to practice consistently the same amount at greater distances like 20, 25, 30, and so forth. But I do feel that this is a way to get sort of a best case scenario of my raw accuracy and then go from there. I'm always going to perform worse in a round than I would here, but this sort of explains why there'd be such a difference. With that said, I recommend that you take this challenge as well. Take a tape measure, you know, or step it out, set a marker down exactly 20 feet from the pole of a basket, and then putt 100 times into it. Count how many times you make it in, either 5 putts at a time or 10 or however many, you know, putters you want to use at a time to do this. I did 10 putts, 10 sets of that, and that is what got me to 100. You don't have to make a video on this like I did, but I do think this kind of activity will help you gauge your ability for putting and where you might fit within the PDGA guidelines for their division, for all the divisions that they have. And for example, this puts me in at least the intermediate division for putting and skirting with the advanced division in theory at least. Anyways, that is going to do it. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.